I'm just going to double check and do some updating. And if you will write, write big. There's plenty of paper on Cross Career, but I'll get parent's name, child's name, email address, and a phone number. Again, don't worry about being pretty or anything. Just if I can start back here and just kind of pass that around. That way I can update my email address list, and then I'll get that started. While it's going around, I want to thank everybody for coming out today. My name is Jody Zaveski. I am the shotgun shooting sports coordinator and project manager, and go get the target guy and everything else. But I have a lot of help. I'll tell you, you see these guys around us, most of them are members of the gun club. I think all of them are. And they are great help, because I'll tell you from the get-go, I don't know anything about shooting skeet. Be the first one to tell you, I just like making noise out that shotgun and watching the birds break up. So, but one of the things I am good at is coordinating. And so what I've done is I've got some people who do know. And so I can get you started. I can show the kids what end that the shot comes out of. Past that, these other guys need to help out, because they, not saying anything, they're very experienced, but they got lots of experience. They got a whole lot of it in a short amount of time. They're not, I'll say that. How about that, Van?
That'll work. That'll work.
Again, thank y'all for coming out this morning. What we're going to do probably today is we're going to first go over some safety stuff since we got so many new shooters. How many have shot before out here with me? Okay, see, we've got probably more that hasn't than has. So that's good. This will be the first shoot of the year. Our plans are the second and fourth Saturdays of every month. Now, there's only one thing that puts a hitch in the get-along. We are guests here at the Cuero Gun Club, and they've been very, very nice to allow us to use the facility. Right now, as of today, we've been able to pick up a grant from the Friends of the NRA that has bought us some shotguns and ammunition. So all I ask each time is, and it's on your own basis, if you bring it, fine. If you don't, I'm not going to, we're trying to get the fund started for the club. And so we have the club fund here. We ask for $5 per shooter every Saturday that we come out. Again, I supply, if you have your shotguns, great. In fact, that'll be really helpful. But those who don't have shotguns, don't let that worry you, because we have a pretty good sampling out there of shotguns. But I can supply shotgun shells for you, and also the safety equipment. We were fortunate enough to get about 15,000 rounds of ammunition from the Friends of the NRA. And so all of the shotgun, unless you want to shoot your own, and you're perfectly welcome to do that. I'm not taking any of that away from anybody, but you don't have to. We supply shotgun shells. Again, if you don't have a shotgun, we supply that. And we have earplugs and shooting glasses. So the cost to most of us will be kind of minimal, really. $5 per shoot, and we just ask you to drop it in the bucket sometime during the time we're shooting. And I ask for a parent participation because you are giving me your most prized asset is your child. And one of the things that I don't want to happen out here is an accident. And I don't mind, you may not have to be here every Saturday morning for the couple hours. I understand that some things come up, because we are very fortunate to have a great bunch that comes out from the gun club to help us. But every eye that we can have on the kids is just helpful to us, to make sure that we don't have an incident and everybody goes home without any bandages or anything like that. So I guess the last thing, a little bit of housekeeping. I have releases for the parents to sign. That's another thing that the email is important about. I was going to bring them out today, and long story short, I didn't. So I will email you a release, and the next time you come out to shoot, if you will bring us a completed release form, and all I need is the second page where it's got all the information and the release done. So we won't worry about that today. Anybody needs rides out here or rides home, unless there's something really pressing, I don't mind doing that, because I love to have the kids out here. The more the merrier, and the better off we are. Because my plan is, and we're starting, I don't know when we started last year, Van, about April or May, something like that. So we're getting close to our first year, and we've got some really good shooters out here. But I'll tell you that to be a real good, to even be a decent shooter, It takes more than a couple hours on 2 Saturdays a month. So, you know, we're considering, or I'm considering coming out maybe a longer Saturday, maybe a Sunday as well, with some of the people who want to come out and get a little better at it, because you know, it takes more than a couple hours, because the actual trigger time you'll get on probably a Saturday, maybe 15 rounds is about the best we'll ever get out, especially as the group grows. And you know, to really get proficient, if the kids like shooting, you know, we need to be shooting 100 rounds at least a day with the instructor. Some days we'll shoot more, some days we'll shoot less because of the instruction in between. But we'll be talking about that. And since we have such a big group today, one of the things that I have to do, and I'm kind of new to 4-H. I haven't been to 4-H since I was, I don't know, 7 or 8 or 9, something like that, whenever I first could get in it. And I've just learned as the end of last year that we have to have a club president, vice president, and a secretary treasurer. So to make it easy, right now the treasurer has absolutely nothing to do because we don't have any money. So that's the easy part. But we're working on that. We're trying to get our little club fund built up, because what I do with the money that we've got now is we have to buy 12-gauge shells right now, because the ones that they sent us won't cycle through our semi-automatics. They work great in single shot. I mean, not single shot, but break open or pump guns. They're great. They're good skeet loads for us to use, but they just won't cycle through some of the automatics, so we have to buy that. I'm in the process of trying to get the Friends of the NRA to send us a few more rounds, since they told us these would work. And as of last week, I actually have them moving some money around for us, so we should be getting some of that rectified within the next couple of weeks. So anyway, you know, our club, as far as our club is, you know, this is mainly what we're going to do. We're going to come out, shoot, practice, and I want to get us up to the point to where we can, my first thought is invite another group here. We'll call goalie at 4-H up, let's say, and say, hey, come over, let's get our guys and girls some trigger time against another club. So we kind of see how we are. Now we're a brand new startup club, I will tell you that, but we do have a couple of really good shooters in here. So I would like to get us started that way, because eventually I would really like to see every couple of months us ended up in Victoria, or you know, places elsewhere, maybe even a 4-H shoot up in Brownwood or one of those things, with a group of kids who have really taken to shooting and want to do that. I love kids, so I want, you know, I like being around them. So we want to go through this, and I want to see them progress, and I also want to see them progress in using firearms safely. I'm a gun nut. So Travis is a gun nut, so it's just what we like doing. We like shooting, and I think it's a great way for the kids to really get out there, learn the correct way to use them, be respectable, responsible, not only hunters, but also just people who respect the land and the resources with it. So one other thing is, I am the only certified 4-H shotgun person. There are times that I can't make the shoots, and if I can't make the shoots, we can't have the shoots. And 4-H has their own little, I don't know, it's a 16-hour class and a day and a half that unfortunately you have to attend before you can be a shotgun project coordinator or project guy. So what happens is, if I can't be here, we can't shoot. There's not another one in the county. I've been begging and looking for another adult to take their time. I had to go up to, it's north of Cleveland, Texas. Come on in.
We're late.
That's all right.
The closest ones in town.
Find you a chair. Since I'm the only guy, sometimes I'm not going to be able to make it, whether I'm out of town or whatever, the job calls me away or whatever. I would really like to see another parent or two who is interested in doing this. Like I said, I had Shepherd. That's where I had to go. Shepherd, Texas, which is north of Houston on 59, in the middle of absolutely nowhere, to get this training. I'm trying to get the training brought here. because Victoria has one every now and then, but they haven't had one in a couple of years. And we've got the perfect setup for it here. But I really, if someone is interested in becoming a project leader with me, that'd be great, because that way, in case my, number one, it'd be two of us, and if I'm not available, then we can still have our shoots, or anything like that. So if any parents are interested, or gun club members are interested, then there you go. I'd be grateful, and I'll keep everybody informed on our work trying to get that class here. Because what they do, they put in a class, when they have a class, they have a class for rifle, shotgun, pistol, black powder, and archery. And so what they do is they bring people from all over, bring them in, train them in each one of their disciplines. Well, we're all together for safety, then we split up for their disciplines to do that. And then 4-H blesses you and you are one. So I'll keep y'all up to date with that.